Getting settled into your mat and your comfortable first asana. We have Hatha yoga this evening, Hatha basics. I have a really wonderful reminder that I can give everybody during the poses tonight. Sometimes you get a little bit of information and, wow, I wish I had known that. Or 10 years ago, just that one little reminder, the way it's perfectly phrased, very good for when you're in the poses. And this particular reminder is that when you're in a pose, it should feel like every joint is active. And I've got a couple others that'll help us when we're in the poses. Arranging the body. Hands can be on. Let's bring the hands to the knees. I like to start like that because then you know that the chest is lifted, fingertips at the kneecaps, and the shoulders are pressing down. So this practice now is to ultimately become light-minded, flexible in the mind, and tolerant. Over the years, that's probably one of the most important things that I've gotten out of yoga is tolerance. Is to be easygoing. You've heard different types of pieces of wisdom like forget your opinions and then you'll be happy. Same thing, tolerance. Become light-minded, tolerant, and flexible in our way of being. Roll the shoulders up to the ears, straight back, straight down, forward, making a couple shoulder rolls. And reverse it, starting out with some basic warm-ups. Relax the shoulders down and turn the head to the left. Turn the head to the right. And back to the center. Let's drop the chin to the chest. And we're going to arc the right ear to the right shoulder. We're going to do some some neck rolls. Head goes all the way back very slowly. And then left ear, left shoulder. Bring the chin down to the center. Very slowly. If you encounter any obstructions, just wait. See if that opens up. Or maybe just go around it. As you breathe in, the chin comes up. And as you bring the chin down, it's the exhale. And then reverse it. So after 3 or 4 circles, we've reversed it. And do the same amount on the other side. All the while, very important, shoulders pressing down. And coming back to neutral position, bring the arms up on a level with your shoulders. So we are going to extend from our core right through the fingertips, tighten at the shoulders, and engage every joint in the body. Can you do that in the toes, the knuckles of the toes? Notice that the mind becomes very quiet when you engage every joint in the body. Inhaling the arms up, interlace your fingers and turn the palms out. Reach, reach. And then lean to the right. Stretch the left side of the body. Being dynamic, expanding horizontally, vertically. So those will be our two main cues to come back to. Expanding horizontally and vertically from the core and engaging every joint in the body in the asana. Back to the center. Inhale, press up through the palms. Lean to the left. Back to the center. Inhale up. Turn the torso to the right. Back to the center. Inhale up. Turn the shoulders, the torso to the left. Back to the center. Exhale the arms down very slowly as the shoulders rotate. And let's remove the cushion if you're using one. Shift the feet. Bring the other foot out, the other foot in. Inhale the arms up. Simple twist. Turn to the right. Right hand to the left knee. Left hand to the base of the spine. Lift with the left hand and look over the left shoulder. Back to the center, arms up. Turn to the right. Left hand to the right knee, right hand to the base of the spine. Lift and look over the right shoulder. Really making sure that the spine is warmed up. Head back, shoulders back. Let's straighten the legs. Start out with the hands on the knees. Wiggle a little bit, lengthen. Point the toes, flex. Open the toes wide. Rotate. Reverse. And coming back. Lift the left knee up. And we'll pull the heel in and then pick up the left foot, bring it on the other side of the right thigh. We'll do a seated twist here. Pull the knee into the center. Wrap the right arm around. Left arm comes up. Pull the belly to the left. And the left hand to the base of the spine. A deeper twist here. Breathing into the thigh. Engaging every joint active. Travel through the body with your breathing and engage every joint in the pose. Don't forget about in between each vertebra. Head back, shoulders back. Feels like complete awareness when you do that. Raise the right knee up and bring the right foot on the other side of the thigh. Pull the knee into the center. Wrap the left arm around, right arm comes up. Exhale, right hand to the base of the spine and open the shoulders to the right. Look over the right shoulder. Press the right foot into the floor. Spread the toes of the left foot, point them toward your shoulder. Head back, shoulders back. Let's cross at the ankles and we're going to rock forward. Tabletop position. Extend the left leg back, curl the toes under on the left side, raise the right knee off the mat. Raise the right heel into the right buttock. And we're going to rock forward, rock back. Gotta press the left heel down. Next breath, raise the right leg. One leg dog pose. Bend the left knee slightly, step the right foot forward, drop the left knee, and bring both hands to the top of the right thigh. Press the hips forward. Monkey pose. We're here, hips are going forward. Inhale, arms up. Bend back. Hands to the mat. Step the right foot back. Extend the right leg back, curl the toes under. Lift the left knee off the mat, lift the left heel into the left buttock. Rock forward. Feel yoga in the toes, rock back. Next time you rock back, lift the left leg, plant the right heel. Bend the right knee, step the left foot forward, drop the right knee down. Bring both hands to the middle, top of the left thigh. And just press the hips forward. You might feel that stretch all the way down into the quadricep muscle. Tighten at the right glute. Inhale, arms up, bend back. Plug the shoulders into the body. Every joint is active. Expanding, laterally, vertically. Exhale, hands to the mat. Step the left foot back and check that the hips are over the knees. Walk the hands to the knees, coming into Ustrasana. Inhale, arms up. Lift, lift, lift. Press into the tops of the feet. Keep the feet active, hands to the hips. Bend back. Lift the glutes into the low back, into the palms. Spread the shoulders. Draw the shoulder blades together. Relax your jaw. Exhale, coming back, palms to the corners of the mat. Curl the toes under and lift into downward facing dog. Nice release for the low back. Grip the mat so that every joint in the hands and fingers is active. Soften the knees, and we're going to walk or jump the feet to the hands and forward fold. Lift the hips, lift the calf muscles. Deep breathing. Expanding horizontally and vertically. Dynamically from the center. Bend the knees, come all the way up. And we'll counter with the back bend. Inhale, arms up. Bend back. Exhale, arms down and long side. Mountain pose. We're going to bring the arms up. Exhale, the arms down behind your back. Touch the middle fingers together at the base of the spine. And press the hands together to create a salute in the low back. Get the palms together and arc back a little bit. Slide the fingers up the spine. Try to get the salute in the center of the spine. Shift the weight to the left foot. Raise the right knee. Step the right foot back. Straighten both legs. Pyramid. Fold over the left leg. You might sense that you can slide the hands up the back a little bit more. Elbows are lifting, shoulder blades moving in toward the midline, chest going forward. Bend the left knee, step the right foot forward, bring the hands out and interlace your fingers, round the spine, knees bent, Kapalabhati breathing. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, and arms down and behind your back. Same thing. We'll do that sequence on this side. Get the fingertips as high as you can on the spine, and then press the fingers and palms together. Arc back, slide the fingers up the back. Shift the weight to the right foot, slightly soften the right knee, lift the left knee, step the left foot straight back. Both legs straight and fold over the right leg. Every joint in the pose is active. Elbows lifting, chest going forward, tighten around the left knee. Bend the right knee, step the left foot forward, bring the hands out, interlace your fingers, round the spine, press through the palms, Kapalabhati breath. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, arms down, roll out the wrists, move the fingers around. Anybody has carpal tunnel syndrome, this is a very good movement for you, that particular pose. Back to the front of the mat. Inhaling, the arms up. Exhaling to mountain pose. Step the right foot straight back. Keep the left knee deeply bent. Warrior one. Inhale, arms up. Before you do anything with the upper body, make sure that the foundation feels safe, stable. So arrange the feet. Arrange yourself here so you feel hips down to the feet. Very secure. Have awareness in every joint in the body, including in the lumbar region. Stay light-minded. Exhale, arms out and level with your shoulders. Pivot the right foot. Open the hips. Warrior two. We still have a deep bend in the left knee. Feet are now perpendicular. Look over the middle left finger. See if that right hip needs to get back. The right shoulder might have to get back a little bit. This is a good pose to really feel into the extremities. You can see the middle left finger, but can you feel it? And what about the back leg? Can you feel the placement, positioning of the back leg? Right hand, straighten the left leg, left hand comes down, right arm comes up, triangle. Left hand can just press into the inside of the shin, or maybe you found a block underneath the hand. Coming all the way up, right hand to the back of the right thigh, left arm comes up and back. Deep bend in the left knee, place the left palm outside the left foot, right arm comes up, side angle pose, left hand can be on a block. Now bring the right arm over the right ear. Long stretch, right side of the body. Every joint active. Bring the right hand to the floor, come up on the toes on the right side, plant the palms, step the left foot back, plank position. Knees down, chin down, chest down, chaturanga, come up through the elbows into bhujangasana. Check that the feet are centered on the mat, shoulders pressing back, shoulder blades pressing down, press into the tops of the feet, push the pubis bone into the floor. Are the hands as active as the rest of the pose? If you're having trouble keeping the shoulders back, then bend the elbows. So we don't want to straighten the arms to have the shoulders come forward. We want to keep the elbows bent and the shoulders back. Back of the head glides back. Curl the toes under, get the hands underneath the shoulders, and lift up into downward facing dog. Here you can pedal your heels. Soften knees and walk or jump the feet to the hands and forward fold. So we'll go into a forward fold, relaxing neck and shoulders, maybe wagging hips side to side. Bend the knees, come all the way up. Inhale, the arms up, bend back. Maybe a deeper back bend this time. Exhale into mountain. Take a few restorative breaths here. Becoming aware of the interior of the pose. So yoga is an inward practice. So we feel the skin, interior of the body, shifting weight into the right foot. Raise the left knee, step the left foot straight back, keep the right knee bent. Warrior one, arms come up. Square up the hips to the front of the mat. So that left hip shouldn't be back. The hip should be equidistant to the front of the mat. Back foot, back heel firmly planted. Arms out on the level with your shoulders. Come up on the toes on the left side. Pivot the left foot, pivot the hips. Look over the middle right finger, warrior two. Right knee gravitates toward the outer edge of the right foot. Are you aware, even though you can't see it, you have full awareness of the positioning of the left arm and the left leg? Straighten the right leg. Bring the right hand down, left arm comes up, triangle. Left hip is lifting and pressing back. Use the right arm and the right hand to help keep the upper part of the chest, the left side, back. Press into the feet, right arm comes up, left hand to the back of the left thigh. Lift the right shoulder, sink the left. Is there some joint that is not part of this? See if you can bring it in. Bend the right knee, right hand outside of the right foot on a block. Make sure that the heels are in alignment. Left arm comes up. You can stay like that or bring the left arm over the left ear. Side angle pose. Right hip going forward and under, left hip pressing back. Use the block. That will make life easy. Better to do the pose using the props in good alignment rather than being out of alignment. No props. Exhale the left hand to the floor. Step the right foot back, palms on the mat, plank position. Knees down, chin down, chest down, come up through the elbows and lift the chest, Bhujangasana, Cobra. Shoulders pressing back. Back of the head goes with the shoulders. Press into the feet, lift the kneecaps. Chest pressing forward. Relax the spine, curl the toes under, and lift the downward facing dog. Broaden across the shoulders. Soften the knees and walk or jump the feet to the hands and forward fold. Maybe the toes, or the fingers can be under the toes. Maybe just clasping the ankles or the elbows. Bend the knees deeply. Press the fingertips into the floor. Walk the shoulders forward. Get some length in the front body. Press deeply into the feet until the quadricep muscles lift up into the low rib cage. Inhale, arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. Everything here is lifted. Navel to the chin, the rib cage lifted, skin of the low back lifted up toward the shoulders. Exhale, hands into a prayer position. Step the left foot back. Stay up on the toes. Going to bring the arms out. Straighten the right leg, raise the left. Warrior three. Now maybe you know other variations of warrior three, and you want to do those. Otherwise, we're here. Feel every joint in the body participating, expanding dynamically, horizontally, vertically. Bend the knees, step the feet together. Inhale, arms up, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands into a prayer position. You're going to twist. Maybe get the feet closer together, get the right elbow outside the left knee. Try to get the thumbs centered on the sternum. Look up over the left elbow. Head back, shoulders back. Turn to the right. Hook the left elbow outside the right knee. Hands in prayer. Look up over the right elbow. Head back, shoulders back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, arms out. On the level with your shoulders, step the right foot back. Straighten the left leg, raise the right. Notice how the concentration coalesces around every joint. Step the right foot back and forward fold. Take some restorative breaths in. Deep, constant breathing. If you're not filling this experience with breath, it means you're filling it with thought. And then you're no longer in yoga. Bend the knees, come all the way up. Inhale, arms up. Exhaling, arms down and behind your back. Interlace your fingers. Push the shoulders down. Lift the chest. Push the arms away. Forward fold. Lift the toes. Spread the toes. Every joint active. Check the arms. And the knees will come all the way up. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, right arm alongside. Lift the left shoulder, sink the right and lean to the right. Look at the left arm. Hips going to the left and pushing forward. Both arms up. Exhale, left arm down. Press into the feet, tighten around the knees. Lift the right shoulder, lean to the left. Are you aware of each vertebra in the pose? Both arms up. Exhaling the arms down. Step the feet out wide, as wide as they can go with the feet parallel. Inhale, arms up. Lift, lift, tighten the knees, press into the small toes, and maintain all of that as you fold. Spine going forward. Hands land naturally on blocks or palms. When you get down here, you might widen your base. And bend the elbows so that starting with the wrists underneath the knees, then bend the elbows. And get the forearms parallel. And press into the palms, lift the hips. And raise the head. And let's think Alex is onto something. Let's walk the feet closer together until we're in a squat. Sit in the squat. Is this what you had in mind, Alex? Crow. Oh, that's right. You got that little pull there, right? So we're going to come into an arm balance. So arms are parallel. If you want, you can have a rolled or a soft cushion underneath your head. Squeeze the knees into the elbows. Send the chest forward and raise the feet off the mat. Here, if you wanted to, you can come into a tripod headstand. Not today. I'm just afraid of the road. Oh, yeah, that's true. And go to the wall and do it. Yeah. Great. So let's come out of whatever pose you're in and straighten the legs. I find that one easier than this one. Oh, yeah. I find that one a lot easier than that. Yeah, I think it's a fear factor. Yeah, I struggle with tripod, but I can do it for his one. I mean, it's matter. Maybe it's a more stable base. Well, it's less. That could be, yeah. I think it's, more arm strength when you just press it up. Yeah. So let's come into Paschimottanasana. Seated forward fold. Inhale, arms up. And fold over the legs. Reach for the feet or a strap around the feet. Slowly come up. I'm going to raise the left knee up. We're going to come into another twist. Pull the heel in and get the left shoulder inside the left knee. Spin the left thumb down and bring the left arm around the knee, right arm around your back. Reach for the strap between the hands or connect the fingers. You can look over the right shoulder or forward fold. And coming up. And we'll do that on the other side. Lift the right knee up. Pull the heel in. And bring the right shoulder inside the right knee. Spin the thumb down, wrap the right arm around, left arm behind your back. Then reach for the hands. Try to connect. Breathe deeply. Head back, shoulders back. Come all the way up. Let's go back into the seated forward fold, arms up. Exhale, reach for the feet. Roll the shins in toward each other and roll the thighs in toward each other. Chest goes to the toes. Toes go to the shoulders. Wonderful pose to experience every joint in the body and to experience dynamic expansion vertically, horizontally. Slowly coming up. We're going to counter stretch after the forward folds. Plant the feet, slide the hips to the heels, and come all the way down to your backs. From here, we're going to lift the hips up and bring them arms alongside or interlace your fingers under the low back for bridge pose. Walk the shoulders under the body, set to bandha, and lift the hips. Press into the feet, back of the head, back of the shoulders, pushing the mat backward. Back of the neck is flat. Every joint is active. Can you scan the pose and activate every joint? Exhaling out of the pose and look around for your block or heavily rolled or thickly folded blankets. Lift the hips, slide that underneath, bring the knees into the chest and extend the legs up. Arms are alongside. Using your diaphragmatic breathing, three-part breath, 3 parts to the breath. Low belly, mid-rib cage, upper chest. Feet are pressing together. As you inhale, the 3 parts, the belly expands. And as you exhale, the belly flattens. Paying attention to the pause at the top of the breath and the bottom of the breath. Very peaceful. Arms are pressing down, shoulders pressing down. Bend the knees, Place the feet on the floor, and we're going to remove the block or the cushion. Bring the knees into the chest, cross at the ankles, and rock side to side. Massage the low back. And let's unwrap, place the feet on the floor. We're going to roll to the right and press up. We did a little bit of the Kapalabhati breathing, but I was reminded that I haven't really gone over this breath in a long time. So let's just go over that. So we come to a comfortable seat. Kapalabhati, that word translates to shining skull or luminous face, shiny forehead, some variation of that. So it brings energy to the body, clears the body of toxins. And if you look up this breath, the benefits are far-reaching, far-reaching. The only time you wouldn't do this is if you have high blood pressure. So let's bring the hands to the knees. And we're going to take a big breath in and a long breath out. Empty the body of breath. And when the body is empty, lift the rib cage. So there's no air in the lungs. Lift the rib cage. And then forced exhalation through the nose. So using abdominal muscles to contract, forcing air out of the nose. And there's a little lift in the pelvic floor, and maybe even a squeeze into the perineum. Do it until the abdominal muscles are fatigued, then inhale. Lift the chin. Pause, exhale, empty the body. Lift the rib cage. Lift the rib cage. Exhale, relax the body. Regulate your breath. So one of my favorite stories about this breath is this person that have been acquainted with for a while, that I see once, every once in a while, when his daughter brings him around. But he's elderly gentleman from India, and he practices that breath every day, every day. Let's remove the cushion and roll it back to our backs with the knees bent. Arms out on a level with your shoulders. Lift the knees into the chest, feet off the mat. Lift the tailbone and drop both knees to the floor on the left side. Look over the middle right finger. Belly button pulling toward the right elbow. Right ear pressing to the mat. Just check to see that the face is not going too far toward the right, but the back of the head is more interested in staying closer to the left shoulder. So you might have some more mobility. The head is at the top of the spine and not jutting forward. I'm going to extend the right leg, reach for the big toe with the left hand, 2 fingers around the big toe, and about a 90-degree angle, bend at the left elbow, pull the leg toward you. So the foot is not on the floor, but the foot is about the level of the hip. Breathe deeply. Experience every joint. Every joint is active throughout the body. Bend the knee, roll back to the center. When you get to the center, with the feet off the mat, lift the knees into the chest, lift the tailbone, drop the knees to the floor on the right. So the knees generally should be around the height of the navel. Look over the middle left finger. In this pose, the palm faces down unless you have shoulder pain. Then turn the palm up. If you still have shoulder pain, bend at the elbow and drape the arm across the rib cage. You can do yoga through all kinds of conditions. Straighten the leg and reach for the big toe with the right hand, or a strap around the foot. In all cases, the left leg is straight, no bend. Bend the knee, roll back to the center, and we're going to straighten the legs, bring the heels to the front edge of the mat, bring the arms over the head, and create a high arc in the low back. Stretch through the fingertips, stretch through the toes, give yourself a high arc in the low back. Exhale, relax the spine, arms alongside, walk the feet in, and arms alongside. Let's drop the knees left and right a few times. Head goes in the opposite direction of the knees. And coming back, knees to the top. Arms are okay where they are. Palms are facing up. Walk the feet together until they touch and drop the knees open wide. You can catch your legs on blocks if you have any discomfort in the hips or legs. We're in reclining cobbler pose. Just letting gravity help the body open. You're aware of every joint in this pose. The belly rising and relaxing. Diaphragmatic breathing. Next breath, I'm going to lift the knees to the top. Making any final movements that you need before settling into Shavasana. If you're ready for Shavasana, setting yourself up however you need it to be. Bringing the right heel to the right corner, left heel to the left corner. Let the feet drop open wide. Arms are alongside, natural curves of the fingers. Becoming very comfortable here. Making any final adjustments until there's no other adjustments that are needed. Bringing your attention to the area of the low belly. And feel your breath here happening naturally, without effort. Bringing your attention, your awareness to your eyes. Letting your eyes relax, following the optic nerve into the back of the mind. And dropping yourself off here in this infinite, non-dualistic space. Expanding that relaxation throughout the facial muscles. Relaxing your cheeks, the muscles around the mouth. Relax your tongue. Relax your jaw. Relax the front of your neck, back of the neck. Bringing relaxation to your shoulders. No more work to be done today. Let the shoulders relax. Relaxing your arms, hands, all the fingers. If you need to, make little movements in the fingers to help them relax. Shifting your awareness to the heart center. Let the heart center relax. Relax your belly. Relax the low back. Relax your hips, pelvis. Expanding your relaxation to include the legs. Relax the upper legs. Relax your knees. Relax your lower legs. Relax your feet. Relax your toes. Nowhere left to go. The feet finally at rest. The whole body now resting effortlessly. The whole mind resting effortlessly. No movement. No movement in the mind. No movement in the body. Just resting. 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 Becoming aware now of your body in this peaceful environment, beginning to awaken, making little movements in fingers and toes, awakening arms, legs, all the joints awakening, making little movements there throughout the body. Taking a big breath in, arms over the head, stretch from toes to fingertips. Big breath in, knees into the chest. Exhale, rocking side to side. Eventually curling up on the right side. Letting yourself linger in this quiet, infinite space. Anytime that you feel ready, we'll press up back to a comfortable seat. Hands relaxed on the knees. No rush. Sitting in a relaxed state. So if you were the Buddha here, how would the Buddha be sitting? How relaxed the body, how relaxed the mind, and how even your breath, unattached. The hands to the heart center. Thank you all for coming out to practice